become the new meta, since it enables you to fully outspeed Pebble, Bat, and V altogether, especially if you're running Train Whistle. The only current things in the way of this being one of the best strategies in the game as of current are the players in the runs and the Sprout Craft GG combos, as well as the ice floors. First, let's talk about Bobette as a 2. 3-star speed, 5-star stamina, 2-star stealth, and 2-star extraction. Her first ability is an active ability called Precious Packaging, where she can go into a box and hide from Twisteds for 8 seconds. Her second ability, the one this video is about, is a passive called Festive Aura. Festive Aura passively increases stamina regeneration by 50% and gives a 25% boost for 5 seconds. Festive Aura's buff has introduced what is now known as solar kiting. This strategy consists of one 2-star stealth distractor and one Bobette with Toolkit and Diary. Toolkit allows the ring to be increased in radius, and Diary allows Bobette to safely remain near the distractor without getting hit. Now we can move on to how to solar kite and what to do and avoid. In this run, you can see that Louis has the Twisteds and is circling. As Bobette, it's my job from keeping them from being hit. To begin, you'll need to make sure your boost reaches Louis, as it does. On the early floors, it's okay to only be standing there as long as the Louis receives the boost, as is shown. Make sure to always be slightly ahead of your distractor when heading to the elevator, as being behind them can cause issues and get you hit in panic. This is the motion that you'll want to be doing, going the opposite way so that your ring always reaches them. Notice how when I move, the ring goes there quicker. If I stand here, they get 1 boost. And if I move like this, that's 2 points where they're receiving the boost and going through the entirety of the circle, rather than just 1 boost, where they don't go through any of the circle on the other side. You can also do this, but as you can see, you need to do this in order to keep them in the circle at all times. There are a few ways to do solar distracting right, and this is one of them, but it's not the best way. This method, as I told you before, allows you to constantly regenerate the distractor's stamina, and you're also moving, meaning they have to be more conscious of you, allowing them to do bigger circles. If I were to accidentally say rack, you'll notice that the distractor, as they still go past, is still yellow. This is because the boost does not go away when you're in a present. When there is, for example, a craft, and the distractor must go like this, or do sharper turns, you want to make sure that you're behind something, but they can still get the boost, like this. This isn't one of the best positions to do it in, so I'll move quickly. Here, for example, the distractor has craft, and can do... oh, not that. This. Even if the distractor just grazes the circle, they still receive the boost, which is important for runs. Although it is messier and not suggested. The most important part of solar kiting is that your distractor is always boosted and always regenerating stamina. Notice how they are completely far away from the Twisteds and have space to move and put distance between themselves and the Twisted. This is good for panic, faster Twisteds, and craft siblings. Something you don't want to be doing when you're able banned is going AFK in a solo kiting comp, or sitting there, like I am now, where the distractor can't reach if it's not a situation where you need to be hidden. This is because it forces the distractor to do riskier things, for example, like this, where they'll hit the wall, slide, and immediately die. You want to make sure that your distractor is going through the circle, or grazing it, and understands that they don't need to be fully in it in order to receive the boost. To help, you can also count down the seconds between when the distractor reaches the circle, leaps back around, and reaches it again from the point where they last touched it. This is also a good example of when you might want to move as a bullet. If you notice that the distractor is not getting any of your boosts, and you're doing things like this, but you're following them, notice how they never reach any of my boost when I try to follow them like this. This is because they're too fast, and this ends up wasting stamina. This is one of the reasons why this method is better than following them or chasing them, especially when you're getting stuck on objects, as they'll quickly outpace you, and you'll either lose aggro of the Twisteds and you'll die, or get hit, or you'll simply put you and the distractor at risk. And that is the end of the video.